buongiorno a tutti, qui dal red carpet del Teatro del Giglio. Siamo tutti prontissimi per questo Squid Game 2, questa conferenza stampa con gli attori e il regista di questa incredibile serie. È una vera figata, ci sono anche i cosplayers, cioè è tutto davvero fighissimo, fighissimo per noi grandissimi appassionati, cioè è pazzesco, è come essere dentro la serie, spettacolare, davvero molto 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 figo. La gente si fa le foto e noi però entriamo ora dentro il teatro perché davvero manca pochissimo. Alle 2 comincia questa conferenza stampa, ma noi ovviamente arriviamo un pochino prima. Quindi buongiorno, buongiorno così da questo secondo giorno qui a Lucca Games 2024. Siamo tutti pronti per questo gioco. Cioè dai, geniali, geniali, geniali. Mi piace questa atmosfera qui al Teatro del Giglio.
Hi, hello everybody. Welcome everybody. We are finally here. My name is Emanuele and I'm going to be your host today. Thanks everybody for being here, all the fans, all the journalists and all the people connected all over the world. We are finally here. Netflix mega hit series Squid Game, a show that remains Netflix's most popular series for more than 3 years, is set to make a triumphant return with this next season, coming on Netflix December the 26th. Let me thank Netflix for the work that we have done together in these past months and for this extraordinary gift. Today we will host a full series of events. So about this, let me share with you guys an important note for all the fans that arrived in Lucca today. Please remember that shortly after this press conference, after this meeting, at around 3 p.m., 3:15, we will meet everybody in San Michele Square, in Piazza San Michele, for the official fan gathering and cosplay gathering of Squid Game. We, together with Netflix friend, we prepared some fun surprises, I suppose, but you will tell me after. But, well, let's get straight to the point. So, tell me, Lucca, are you ready to start the game?
Woo!
Sorry. I can't really listen to you. Please, Lucca, are you ready to start the game?
Woo!
Okay, this is Lucca, ladies and gentlemen. Communities of Lucca Comics and Games, today is a glorious day for our festival. Here we are to host and welcome those who brought to life Squid Game. Today, with us, the creator, writer and director of the series, Wang Dong-kyu. And the protagonist of the series, Lee Chan-chae, and we are Chun. Okay, okay, here we are ready for the hero shot. Okay, so please come here. Okay, so Lucca, are you ready for the hero shot? So guys, you can stand up and cheer. Okay? Please? Yeah. Okay. Lucca, stand up. And at my 3, keep going. Okay? So, Lucca. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Different team, different position. Are you ready for the game? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Lucca, keep going, Lucca! Lucca, keep going! More, Lucca, keep going! Okay. Thank you, everybody. So, please, director 1.
Non so se siamo ancora, però vedo che un po' di gente
Che
cosa? Perché è tutto in inglese e quindi hanno le radioline con...
So let me introduce our translator, Lady Hailey Chang, Minji Song, and Veronica Montalto.
Brave,
For being here,
brave.
with us.
Brave!
Thank you very much. So, welcome to Lucca again, everybody. The moment has finally come. Director Wang, since we announced your arrival in June, okay, there has been an incredible hype. So, let's discover more about what we should expect from this new season, this new Squid Game season. So, I would like to start with a question for the creator, writer, and director, Mr. Wang. So, about 3 years ago, the world of Squid Games that you imagined and you created arrived on Netflix, becoming immediately a true global phenomenon. So, did you ever expect such a reception for audiences all around the world? And even looking ahead, what are the main news, the main novelties for the fans that we will be able to discover in the second season coming on next December?
사실 뭐 어떤 창작자든 자기가 무슨 작품을 만들 때는 당연히 큰 성공을 바라고 작품을 만들 텐데요. 그렇다고 하지만 이 정도로 정말 전 세계의 많은 분들이 이렇게 스퀴드 게임을 사랑해 주시고 호응해 주실지는 진짜 예상을 못했던 일이었고요. 만든 사람으로서 이렇게 한 꿈인지 생신지 약간 놀랄 정도로 약간 초현실적인 그런 경험이었던 것 같습니다. 시즌 2가 이제 곧 12월에 공개될 예정인데요. 시즌 1과 가장 큰 차이점은 시즌 1이 456번 성기훈의 첫 번째 게임에 참가한 성기훈이 그곳에서 어떻게 살아남고 우승자가 되어서 그것을 나오는가에 관한 이야기였다면 시즌 2는 그 시즌 1의 성기훈이 그 게임에서 얻었던 많은 기억과 경험을 바탕으로 어떤 새로운 깨달음 같은 것을 얻고 이 불공정한 게임을 있어서는 안 될 게임을 끝내기 위해서 다시 게임에 들어가는 그런 이야기가 시즌 2에서 펼쳐질 예정입니다.
I think it goes for any creator that when you are making something, you wish for it to be a successful project. However, never to this extent where the entire world responded with such passion and love for the series Squid Game. I had not expected that to happen. And as a creator, sometimes I would pinch myself thinking, is this a dream or is this reality? So it was truly a surreal experience. Soon in December, season 2 will launch, and I would say the biggest difference between the 2 seasons is if season 1 was about the story of Song Gi-hoon, or player number 456, entering Squid Game for the first time and about how he survives and leaves the game as a winner, Season 2 is going to be that Ki-hoon, based with his memories of the first game and the experiences going through a new realization and an awakening and returning once again to the game in order to stop this unjust game.
Oh wow, thank you. I would like to say an applause with our guest. And this is a very interesting point that brings me immediately to ask a question to JJ, because of course player 456 is very central in the plot, but you know the new plot is wider. So JJ, your player, the player 456, has become a symbol for many people, and it's a very iconic and recognizable role. So in the very first images of the new season, we saw him with red hair, while in the last teaser, player 456 is in the most unexpected place. So how was it? How was to return to play Ki-hoon? And JJ, can you tell us something more about where and how we will find your character in this second season?
네, 시즌 1때 질문을 가장 많이 받은 것 중에 하나가 빨간 머리의 의미가 뭐냐라는 질문을 가장 많이 받았었는데요. 사실 촬영할 때 그 빨간 머리를 왜 빨간 머리로 설정했나요? 라고 감독님한테 물어보지는 않았어요. 왜냐면 그냥 저는 그게 되게 자연스러웠거든요. 왜냐하면 그냥 모르겠어요. 제가 생각하는 게 맞는지는 모르겠지만은 마치 엄청난 어떤 그런 상황을 겪고 나서 새로운 삶을 살아가기 위해서 빨간 머리로 잠깐이나마 용기를 내서 염색을 한 게 성기훈이가 새로 사는 데에 대한 용기의 시작이 아닐까, 그냥 그 정도로만 생각했었는데 감독님도 이후에 좀 비슷하게 말씀하신 것 같아서 뭐 생각이 맞는 건가요?
The red hair of Song Gi-hyun at the end of season 1, I got it from like my favorite comic book, the Slam Dunk.
Oh,
The main character of Slam Dunk. I only know his Korean name, Kang Baek-ho. I don't know the Japanese name, but he had the red hair, so I got the idea from that character. That's the symbol of he's not normal anymore. He's not ordinary man anymore. After he's been through those like cruel games and experiences, he lost a lot of friends and people. So he's trying to be back to normal life, but he cannot. So that red hair is like a symbol of his abnormal. So that's why I put red hair on him.
it's incredible, but yes, please.
Yes, so to interpret JJ's comment, in season 1, I got many questions asked about what does it mean, what does your red hair mean? And in fact, when I was shooting season 1, I don't think I've ever asked the director, hey, what is the meaning behind the red hair? Because I think to me, it came very naturally. I thought that, and I don't know if this is correct, but I believe that after going through such a tremendous experience, in order for Ki-hoon to be able to live a new life, I thought that dyeing his hair red was sort of the beginning of his new summoned courage. And so that's how I interpreted the character and the red hair, and I think later on I realized that the director had a similar idea.
Oh, so thank you, and it's a very interesting idea. So just from the red hair, there is a lot to imagine, a lot to understand. But honestly, Mr. Wang, you gave to our audience such a big gift here in Italy, but as I suppose from all over the world, Slam Dunk, it's a great manga that everybody loves here, and it's great. It's a great connection between you and our festival and our community. So thank you very much. I would like to share with you something more about comics influence, but maybe later, because right now, of course, we are understanding that the next season is going to be to have a bigger plot, so involving so more stories. So, Mr. Wee, your character Jun Ho had to face so many twists and turns, literally until the end during the first season. So, of course, we are wondering what we should expect in this second season instead about your character.
우선 그 죽음의 문턱 앞에서 살아 돌아온 준호가 시즌 2에서 형을 찾기 위해 또 이 잔인한 살 게임의 집단을 찾고 멈추기 위해 어떻게 달려나가는지 기대해 주시면 좋겠고요. 그 과정 속에서 보이는 준호의 집념, 냉철함, 카리스마를 기대해 주시면 좋겠습니다.
First of all, I hope that all of you will be looking forward to seeing the story of Juno unfold, where he quite literally turned away from the gates of death, and in order to find his brother and to chase those cruel ones behind the game and to put an end to this unjust, brutal game, what kind of things he will go through, how determined you will find him, and his charisma along the way. I hope all of you look forward to watching that.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Lee. Honestly, so many plot twists, and so Mr. Wee character, it's one of the most interesting and bringing the plot ahead and opening to new future plot twists. So, Director Wang, can I ask you something more? It's something that we ask always when we have such a great writer or artist or creator. So it's something, in some way you already told us that you are connected with comics world and manga, but I want to tell you something. There is in this second season or in general any reference or inspiration from Italy. It's something that when a big creator as you is here, we love to ask in some way.
Surprisingly, I used the two Italian song for second season.
Wow.
Wow.
Grande. Woo!
And more surprisingly, one of the two songs is by Puccini.
Oh,
Wow.
And that's the most famous opera aria in Korea, maybe in the world, Nelson Dolman.
yes.
I used that song in the first episode of the second season.
The first episode, but wow.
Also, another Italian song called "Time to Say Goodbye,"
Wow.
Andrea Bocelli.
Wow.
I think it's from Pisa, Scandinavian person.
Yes.
So I was surprised to visit Lucca because this is like our first city to promote our show.
Wow.
So it's
Yes,
amazing coincidence, right?
It's an incredible coincidence, by the way, because probably you didn't know when you created the season, but this year it's the 100-year anniversary from the Puccini's death. But moreover, the celebration is going to be on the 29th of September, when this theater is going to change its name from theater. I'm not sure that I should entitle it to say, but this theater will be called the Theater Puccini. So thanks, director.
Woo!
You basically bring the best content to celebrate. And yesterday on this stage, from another big Japanese artist as Yoshitaka Amano, we unveiled the last promotion poster of Lucca Comics and Games that was, by the way, Turandot. Before he did Tosca and Butterfly. So there is many connection between your beloved Squid Game and the Lucca Comics and Games Festival. So okay, as we did some other time, after 4 or 5 questions, I'm going to hand the ball to the press. So be ready, guys, in the audience. And this is my last question for Director Wang, but also for JJ and Mr. Wee. In Squid Game, we see many different social dilemmas, okay? That we could also define existential dilemma represented in the show. So, what human being is willing to do to earn money, or the conflict between greed and humanity, or again, adults risking their life while playing children game, and much more. So, Director Wang, what can you tell us about it? So both from the point of view of the creator and also from the point of view of the actors that has to interpret these big social dilemmas.
오징어 게임은 지금 현대의 자본주의 사회가 보여주고 있는 무한 경쟁 체제와 그 속에서 양산되는 빈부의 격차, 그리고 수많은 패배자들, 경쟁에서 낙오된 사람들이 처한 현실을 게임이라는 어떤 비유를 통해서 보여주고자 한 작품입니다. 제가 뭐 이 작품으로 어떤 여러분들께 어떤 이 사회에 대해 해답을 던지려는 어떤 목적보다는 한번 지금 우리가 어떤 사회에 살고 있는지, 그리고 우리가 점점 어떤 세상을 향해 나아가고 있는지, 그것을 우리가 멈출 방법은 없는지라는 것들을 한번 다 같이 생각해 볼 수 있는 그런 기회가 됐으면 하는 바람에서 이 작품을 만들었고요. 시즌2에서도 마찬가지로 비슷한 질문들을 던지고 있습니다. 그래서 뭐 제 작품으로 감히 해답을 드릴 수는 없지만 이 작품을 통해서 우리가 주변의 약자들을 돌보지 않고 이대로 방치한다면 그 약자들이 계속해서 늘어날 거고, 그것을 통해 오히려 그들을 통해서 무언가를 얻었던 이 사회의 지배자들도 더 이상 안전한 사회에 살 수 없게 될 것이라는 이야기를 한번 나눠봤으면 좋겠다는 생각을 가지고 있습니다.
Squid Game is a series that through which I hoped to show how the current contemporary capitalist society and its limitless competition and the competitive system has led to an exacerbated wealth gap, as well as created numerous numbers of so-called losers of the game. And I wanted to show that side and hold a mirror to the current society that we live in through Squid Game. Now, that is not to say that I am trying to give you an answer through our series. However, having said that, I do hope that the series can provide an opportunity for the viewers out there to maybe reflect on the current society and ask ourselves, what kind of society are we living in? What kind of world is the future world going to be like? And is there any way we can put a stop to it? And these themes are continue to be explored in season 2 as well. It is not to say that I dare try to answer these questions. However, I do hope that there will be room for meaningful discussion to take place after season 2.
Oh.
Also to add that if we neglect the weak that have been created through this current system, those that have benefited from the labor or having the classes of the week will no longer be able to live status quo. So I hope that these will be meaningful questions we can ask ourselves.
Thanks to again probably such a big TV show with many perspectives of many different layers. It's something that made the show successful. But I would like also to ask from the perspective of the actors that has to represent this social dilemma. So what does it really mean to tackle such existential dilemma from the perspective of an actor? JJ and then Mr. Wee.
글쎄요, 저희가 사회를 같이 공존하면서 살면서 더 나은 방향으로 나가기 위해서 많이 노력들을 해야 되고 그리고 또 바뀌어야 될 것들도 많이 있습니다. 그러기 위해서는 서로가 존중을 하고 또 약자를 돕고 또 힘을 합쳐야만 하는 어떤 그런 기본적인 마음이 제일 중요하다고 생각하고요. 그런 중요한 마음을 저희 쇼에서 많이 다루고 있습니다. 매 화마다 사연이 다른 캐릭터들이 등장을 하면서 그 사람들을 어떻게 도왔으면 우리가 좀 더 함께 잘 살 수 있을까 이런 모습들도 많이 담겨 있고요. 그리고 또 그런 안타까운 사연을 가지고 있는 사람들을 또 응원하면서 게임을 지켜볼 수 있는 또 그런 기회도 되고요. 저는 그래서 모두가 다 이 쇼를 보시면서 저희가 말씀드리고 싶은 진정한 메시지를 잘 느끼셨으면 합니다.
As we live together among ourselves in today's society, I do believe that we need to put in a lot of efforts for us to live a better world. And in order to do that, I think the most important things we have to keep in mind is mutual respect, also taking care of and looking after the weak, and putting our going hand in hand and collaborating with one another. And these themes are very important things that penetrate the themes of Squid Game. With each episode, you'll be able to meet characters with different backstories where it'll get you to think, how can we be of help to them in order to live together as citizens? And also, you will find yourself rooting for these characters and wanting to really understand them and relate to them. And so I hope that all of the audiences out there, after watching our series, will get to resonate with and relate to these themes that are being explored.
Thanks, JJ. It's a very amazing answer, and your player 456, it's all about respect. It's all about mutual support. It's all about, despite of the complicated situation, trying to create a bond, a true, genuine bond with the other people. So yes, I think that. By the way, I think that at the very end, I will have some other question, but I want to leave the stage to our friends. I think that in some ways Squid Game, it's a TV show more about hope than about the brutal society, because at the very end, there is still hope. So thanks, Director One, and thanks to JJ for telling such a big story. So again, thanks. And Mr. Wee, so your character, what do you think about these represented social dilemmas from the perspective of Junho that you played in such a wonderful way?
우선 우리 오징어 게임이 이러한 사회적 문제와 사회적 딜레마를 잘 표현함으로써 또 전 세계 많은 분들께서 공감을 사고 또 질문을 던짐으로써 이제 보신 분들께서 현세를 살아가고 있는 이 세상과 우리 사회에 대해서 한 번 더 생각하게끔 해줬다고 생각하고요. 또 배우로서 오징어 게임에서 연기한다는 것은 그냥 단순히 캐릭터만 연구하는 것이 아니라 또 인간의 내면 깊은 본성을 또 연구하고 또 탐구하는 그런 과정이었고요. 또 최악의 상황에 놓인 이 사람들의 딜레마를 잘 표현해냄에 있어서 인간성, 인간의 탐욕, 이기심, 존엄성 등을 또한 느낄 수 있었고 그러한 부분들을 보시는 분들께 표현하고자 했었습니다.
Squid Game, by portraying and expressing the current social dilemmas that we face today, I believe that was how it won the hearts of so many people around the world. And by asking very important questions that needed to be asked, I think that the audiences, after watching the show, were allowed an opportunity to really reflect on today's society and think once again about these important issues. As an actor, being a part of Squid Game and playing a role in this series was not just about bringing a character to life, but it was also about the process of researching and studying and exploring what it means to be human and human nature. And by portraying the emotions and mindsets of these people who are driven to the rock bottom of their lives, I was able to truly feel the concepts of human greed, selfishness, and also human dignity in the way as well.
Wow. I think it should have been a privilege to work in such a beautiful TV show together with director Juan, raising the questions and finding the answers deep in yourself. So thanks for sharing such beautiful statements and memories of your work. But okay, it's time to end off the ball to the audience. So please, in the room we have our wonderful team that can bring to you the microphone. Please, as far as we are worldwide streamed, globally streamed, I ask you to be as clear as possible, as short, despite being Italian, by the way, as possible, and please tell your last name and the name of your magazine, newspaper, or outlet. So it's time for the press. So please raise your hand, and the Netflix team is going to you.
Conferenza stampa finita qui al Teatro del Giglio. Adesso andiamo in piazza, verso piazza San Michele, perché ci sarà la foto di gruppo con gli attori e il direttore di Squid Game. Bellissimo, davvero molto molto bello. Grazie a tutti come sempre e benvenuti in questo nuovo video e al secondo giorno qui al Lucca Games 2024 da Butterfly Effect. E da piazza San Michele tra pochissimo arriveranno dei grandissimi protagonisti di questa serie. Si stanno preparando, i fan sono già tutti in posizione, tra pochissimo arriveranno il direttore, gli attori di questa bellissima seconda stagione di Squid Game. Li abbiamo già visti in conferenza stampa e adesso faranno anche la sua apparizione per tutto il pubblico di Lucca Games 2024 e per tutti gli appassionati di questa serie, quindi che figata qui!
take a picture together, okay?
Missione compiuta in questo Lucca Comics Game secondo giorno 2024 con i due attori protagonisti di Squid Game e con il produttore di Squid Game, quindi che grande figata qui in Piazza San Michele con tutti i fan, con tutto il pubblico che adora questa serie. Grande, grande, bellissima, bellissima questa sorpresa anche per tutti gli appassionati di Squid Game. Finita questa incredibile sorpresa qui in Piazza San Michele, abbiamo visto anche gli attori di Squid Game e il produttore per la seconda volta, sono stati super carini. Che figata dai questo secondo giorno qui al Lucca Comics Games 2024. Camilena Vigo. No, vabbè, bellissimi. Ciao bellissima. Ciao. No, vabbè. Sono tutti bellissimi. giardino degli osservanti. Oggi è proprio la sera di Halloween e qui sul palco c'è Letizia cosplay con l'animazione, con un po' di musica, Vittoria, la nostra amica Vittoria con un po' di amici cosplay, una DJ V, super figa, un sacco di persone per questa sera di Halloween qui a Lucca come San Game 2024, il secondo giorno. Ci stiamo divertendo davvero tantissimo.